make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, man. It's Don Cheadle as Rhodey, in Iron Man or War Machine, if y'all comic book folks. So he was talking about how he got a call to basically sign on to be a part of the Marvel universe as Rhodey, and they basically gave him 2 hours to make a decision. Like he's at a kid's birthday party. I think his kid's birthday party. They doing laser tag. He gets a call, and it's like, hey, so by the way, we want you to be Rhodey in this movie, but you got to sign on for 6 movies, and that's Marvel, baby. It's yes or no answer. That's all you need to know. You got call us back in a couple hours. So he says he's got to call his agent. His agent don't give him, got to get information from my agent. Agent don't know much. Hey, and then you just take the deal. And of course, I'm sure they probably didn't go over numbers and all that just yet. But at the same time, once you sign on to say yes. Now, not conversely, but additionally, news stories out that happened years back. I guess the settlement happened where this woman in New York was at a casino and won $43 million on a slot machine, and then they said, it was a mistake. The slot machine just broke. And, we're going to get you a steak dinner and $2.25. So they had to go to court, and the casino saying that, the slot machine malfunctioned. First of all, but she was a black woman. So why am I bringing this up? Because of the business of racism. Let's get something straight. Because, see, people will go, black people are poorer. We are a poorer group than quote-unquote white people and Asians. I think it's getting close with Hispanics now. But you don't hear stories that come out about non-black people like, hey, how you doing? I got a deal on the table right now. Take it or leave it. Here you go. How much information I got? You don't need none. Take it or leave it. Here you go. Because if you don't, we're going to move on to the next person. What? See, all these rush deals and these deals where people get overcharged or underpaid happens with us a lot. And then people go, maybe you're not just doing good business. Maybe you're just doing predatory business because somebody's black, because you're not doing good business. You're not doing this business practice with everybody. Same thing when I bring up the casino thing. So you trying to tell me that casinos don't have slot machines now? That casino slot machines don't have jackpots? And that every now and then somebody wins the jackpot. Oh, the lady won the jackpot. The black lady won the jackpot. It ain't no real jackpot. It ain't no real jackpot. The machine malfunctioned. Huh? The machine ain't malfunctioned when it was taking people money? You know what I'm saying? Like, give me them dollars. Give me them dollars. Give me that dollar too. So when they got to pay out somebody, now it's malfunction. Got to pay out a jackpot. Oh, we ain't got it. I'm sorry, but we ain't got it. I just, you know how business works. It's one of those. It's a rough time of the year. When we just can't. 43 million is a lot of money for a jackpot for you people to get. That's not for you. That's for white people. Oh, how comedians just said only people who win the lotto is old white people and Puerto Ricans in New York. That's what they used to say. I don't know. I don't know how true that is, but I remember, matter of fact, saying that irony. I think Jennifer Lopez's mother won at a slot machine, but I think that was in Jersey. But they ain't go, you know what, Miss Lopez, listen, I know what the screen says. I know it says jackpot. I know the ticket says you won the jackpot. I know the went off and everything. But listen, look, just kindly take these $2.25 and have a, you know what I'm saying? Have a nice little filet mignon on us. And go home. And, whew, got away with another one. So we're going to play this game. You hear people, why did they sign these deals? Same thing with all the recording artists. Why did they sign these bad contracts? What's weird about these bad contracts is it's only black artists out here talking about how bad these contracts are. And some of these black artists got the same agents as these white artists. But I don't hear these white artists talking about these bad contracts. They done sold more records than these people. What happened? Can anybody say what's going on? Maybe they're just more. Maybe there are more white people who show up at the shows. They didn't outsold these people in concerts. Yeah, what happened? Because when I thought about the Don Cheadle thing, called his agent and his agent don't know much. You mean to tell me in show business, a company knows you have representation and they skip past your representation? Hey, I'm gonna call you. Look, what's happening? I ain't worried about no man, no agent, man. I ain't worried. We calling you directly and say, hey, listen, you got 2 hours. What about my agent? What my agent say? Man, you want it or not? Then you call your agents. Do you know about this? Man, I don't know. Take the deal. Take the deal. What kind of deal did y'all make to make this thing a deal? You see people, come along. My agent is great. He did this, that, and okay. Well, matter of fact, you remember when Monique, when I forget not Leanne Dunham, but the white female comedian whose family member is a senator, and she was like, I need to get paid the same thing as Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle. I'm like, hey, Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle, no. And then they paid it. And Monique showed up. Hey man, I need to get. Well, what about me? No, trick. Monique had. I agree that she had the right to go. And say, hey man, if y'all doing that, well, I got more credentials than her. But they're like, nah, we can't do that. Amy Schumer, that's who it was. And then, hey, her and her husband, you was never going to negotiate with Netflix. There's nothing you could have said that made them people help, because they looked at it as black people negotiating. It's not going to happen. And I was like, yeah, her husband, that's kind of her agent manager. He wasn't going to be able to do it. He wasn't. But this is how, the business of racism is. Same thing when I talked earlier about the double standards with Dana White, and even Bad Bunny. And when other white people do things, they don't hold them to the fire like they do black people. And they make sure, you can't get paid. Like, I remember when Robert Downey Jr. was like he was a pariah in a sense. They're like, man, you're done. Iron Man came. He could be a black man in Tropic Thunder. It is what it is. But, and the reason why I brought up the Robert Downey Jr. thing, because initially Terrence Howard was getting paid more than Robert Downey Jr. because Robert Downey Jr. was in too much trouble. And then they had to pay Terrence Howard the next movie. I get rid of you. Let me get Don Cheadle. So I'm trying to figure out who is this list of other black actors you got to play Rhodey just all of a sudden. That you just, I'm going to call him, I'm going to call him. You got a list? That you going to all underpay? And all the agents is in on it, basically? Oh, okay. And then people go, well, that's the way you do business. No, it's not. No, it's not. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna say it to you.